Are you worried about hackers breaking into voting machines in the next election? What if I told you the real threat isn't about tampering with ballots, but about tampering with you? Before we dive into this concerning development, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in US politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss crucial updates like this. A brand new cybersecurity report, released just this Monday by the esteemed firm Checkpoint Software, has unveiled a significant shift in how foreign influence operators and hackers are approaching the upcoming 2026 midterm elections. Gone are the days, or at least the primary focus, of trying to physically compromise our voting machines or manipulate paper ballots. Instead, the new battleground is the minds of American voters. This report details a disturbing trend: hackers are increasingly prioritizing misinformation campaigns, phishing attempts, and sophisticated impersonation tactics to confuse, mislead, and ultimately, disenfranchise voters. Think about that for a moment. The goal isn't necessarily to flip a machine's count, but to make you question the entire process. To plant seeds of doubt so deep that you either don't vote, or you vote based on falsehoods. This report highlights that these activities, phishing, impersonation, and general misinformation, will be the most prevalent forms of interference we can expect. It's a more insidious, less traceable form of attack, leveraging the vast landscape of social media, online news, and direct digital communication to spread their poison. The implications of this shift are profound. For years, the conversation around election security has largely focused on the technical vulnerabilities of our voting systems. We've invested in cybersecurity measures for tabulation machines, debated the merits of paper trails, and strengthened network defenses. These are all important, and we absolutely must continue to do so. However, this report signals that the adversaries have evolved their strategy, identifying a potentially easier and more impactful path to disrupting our democracy. They've recognized that if they can erode public trust in the information surrounding the election, they can achieve their goals without ever needing to touch a single voting booth. Who does this affect? In short, every single American voter. This isn't about a specific state or a particular party, it's about the integrity of our democratic process as a whole. When voters are bombarded with misleading information, impersonated officials, or outright fabrications, their ability to make informed decisions is severely compromised. This can lead to lower turnout, increased polarization, and a deep, corrosive cynicism about the fairness of our elections, regardless of the actual outcome. The possible outcomes are chilling. Imagine an election where a significant portion of the electorate believes the results are illegitimate because they were swayed by a flood of convincing but false narratives. This could lead to widespread protests, legal challenges, and a breakdown in the peaceful transfer of power. It erodes the very foundation of our republic. The success of these misinformation campaigns relies on our own vulnerabilities, our biases, our reliance on social media for news, and sometimes, our eagerness to believe information that confirms our existing beliefs. The report essentially tells us that the hackers are becoming smarter, more strategic, and far more adept at psychological warfare. They understand that manipulating public perception can be just as, if not more, effective than manipulating code. This means our defense needs to evolve too. It's not just about securing the machines, it's about securing the information ecosystem and, crucially, educating ourselves and our communities on how to identify and resist these manipulative tactics. We need to become more critical consumers of information, fact-check relentlessly, and be wary of sensational or emotionally charged content that appears out of nowhere. The responsibility now falls more heavily on each of us to be vigilant guardians of our own understanding and our own vote. So, what do you think about this new wave of election interference? Are you more concerned about hackers tampering with machines, or spreading lies directly to voters? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is the new reality of election security. The fight for fair elections is now as much about critical thinking as it is about cybersecurity. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and protect your vote by protecting your perception.